internet to girls run these worlds. My name is Anita. I am incredible. I am beautiful, sexy, talented, amazing. I use she, her pronouns, and I will be your not so humble game master for this evening. Tonight we are playing Invincible Sword Coven um, in the Invincible Sword Princess system, made by the inimitable Kazumi Chin. Um, this show is going to be about death, about grieving, about revenge. Um, there are a couple of siblings slash coven members that had a mom die like 4 years ago, and now they're on the warpath getting revenge. If like killing, if violence, if any of like grief stuff is gonna like get you in your feelings, please take care of yourself. And like do the things. If you need to step away, that is a-okay. We at Girls Run These Worlds want you, our community, to be good. um, and at this point I'm going to ask the wonderful, talented, incredible balls of starshine that have come with me on this journey to introduce themselves, their character roles for this session. um, and I'm gonna start with however we started the uh, like check-ins that we did earlier today before the stream started. So, without further ado, we got the lovely, talented, the beautiful, like got a necklace, got some bright colors going on. We love to see this person on our screen. Mod, aka Dainty Funk, take it away.
That is me, Maud, aka the Dainty Funk. I use pronouns, and my character tonight is Glorabelle. Once the bereaved, now the vengeful. Uses she, they pronouns.
Lovely, lovely. We pass it from there to just Jazz with the perfect hair. Like, truly, I'm looking at the screen and I'm getting jealous. Like, just rolling out looking like this. We love to see it. Jazz, take it away.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you. I love you. My name's Jazz, also known as Cinderscoria on Twitter. I use she, they pronouns. I am playing Fester, who uses they, them pronouns. Once upon a time, they might have been the ostracized. Now they are the spark.
Period. Uh, Beautiful. And after after Jazz, we went to um, our very own member of the Elite Four, uh, placing number 4 in the Mercury Gym Challenge, losing only to the eventual champion of the competition. Um, we we love to see this person, Aki. Take it away.
Hello, I'm Aki. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Thea, who is full of root beer like me, and therefore full of burps. And her pronouns are there's a garbage can outside. Can you hear it fucking moving? Can you hear it fucking moving? These I hate my neighbors. Um, what was it? Althea's pronouns are she, they. She was and technically still is the eldest, but for now we'll change her role to the warrior. And yeah, that's it. I should have called
Beautiful.
myself the elite, honestly. That like it's a whole different other vibe, but like
Ooh,
coming out of that, I should have just called myself the elite.
fair, fair. Next up, we have truly, just truly. Oh gosh, I have so much love for this person's art. I can't. I I'm literally just getting emotional and not being able to form words. Looking beautiful. Got the locks that we love to see. Skin glowing. Just a presence that makes me happy. to look at the bottom left corner of my screen and see Austin.
Hi, I didn't
Take
realize
it
you were talking
away.
about me. I thought you were talking about hi, my name is Austin. My pronouns are he, they, she. Tonight I'm playing Bellum, the once the rebel. Now, my role is still the rebel because everyone else is changing their name and I don't gotta. Bellum's pronouns are she, they. I, I have not been in my body. I don't know who is next. So back to you, Nita.
That's real. That's real. Um, we gonna make it work out today. Last but certainly not least, we got we got somebody that always makes me feel someone that is just active in my DMs. Like whenever like we're like talking about like doing this, like and making this show together, like there is always such enthusiasm. There's always such willingness to collaborate. And there is nothing that makes my DM heart more affirmed, well, GM heart more affirmed, and just like, oh, you really want to be here. This is a person that makes me feel like they really want to be here. And it makes me happy. Allison, you make me happy. Say the things.
Thanks. I'm Allison Mulder. I will be playing Howl, who was she, her pronouns also, who was previously the baby, still is the baby quite a bit. Previously was a feral child, still pretty feral, but currently my role will be the hunter. And I think that's it.
Period. Now, everyone, we need uh, a last time on Dragon Ball, a recap, if you will, of what happened last time. And because this one is the only one that's going to be, there's a 2 week gap in between the playing and the recap. We're gonna spice it up a little. We're gonna make the recap rewards a little bit more spicy. In compensation for all of the spice that some of us did not receive in recent weeks. Oh Lord, that's still getting me. However, uh, instead of an extra die this session, you can, for one roll that anybody uses, change the difficulty from difficult to normal, or normal to easy, or easy to a automatic success. One roll today, you can do that. So does anybody feel froggy? Anybody trying to get in on the action today?
Is this for recapping?
Recapping,
I will do
yes.
my best, but remember you asked me to do this.
Please.
Last time on Invincible Sword Princesses. Is that the name? No, Invincible Sword Coven. Hi, I know where I am. Last time on Invincible Sword Coven. The family had a one of the reunions of all time. Um People caught up, people shared feelings, people had thoughts they almost mostly kept to themselves about my partner, Paramore, but we all got along well enough to make it through the night before waking up the next day to trek towards a city that seemed to have one of our mother's artifacts. Um, we made it there. We met some guards that were less than thrilled to see us, and then a town leader who was also less than thrilled to see us. But after some very persuasive discussion, we were let in to look for the person we looked to seek out. The town leader did a absolutely terrible, no good job trying to hide this person from us. As we went past a very large, clearly important building that they said, "Don't worry about it." Essentially, um, Bellum, Fester, Howl took it upon themselves to actually care about it a lot. Actually, um, and we literally kicked the door in, uh, cut a lady's head off, I don't know what happened to the other person. Also got there were two people who got like like walked in and got murked. One person got their head cut off for sure. I don't remember what happened to the other person, but they are dead.
We
Uh,
saved one who did not get murked. We're gonna
Yeah, yeah,
interrogate.
we saved one. We saved one.
yeah,
That's
they were.
fair.
No, I saved one, but there were two. There were three of them. There were three when we kicked in the door. One
Now
slinked
there's only
away.
If
there's only two. There is a third one who just approached from the top of the stairs wearing our mom's drip.
Oh, I thought there were two when we kicked in the door originally. Anyway, there's a lady with a big hammer. She's dead. Uh, Bellum chased this person who tried to slink away down a hallway. They hid in a room. I used like chaos magic to wrap them up in a chain sword. Uh, before the real big bad boss of this little town we're in walked down the stairs and was like, "What the fuck's up? I'm in your mom's necklace." Uh, and that's where we left off. And there's my recap. What do I get again?
A masterful recap, Austin.
No, I
Thank
know I
you.
forgot stuff, but it's
At
okay.
any point in this session, you can change a difficult roll, any one difficult roll to a normal roll, any
Sick.
normal roll to an easy roll, any easy roll to an automatic success. You
Do
can do
you
that
need a role
once.
in this game?
Oh, please do. I would love to see you try.
You do roll in
Um,
this game. Okay, that's all I need to know. Please continue.
um, yes, like the there were two people when y'all busted in the door. One of them did get their head chopped off, and the other got pinned to the wall by Thea's sword shield that came together and was magic. It was awesome. Um, is there any other like big points that we really want to like bring up and like bring to the forefront as an important part of the recap before we start?
I
Glor.
think one important bit was we discovered maybe that our mother's murder might be connected with. Was it connected to the sort of person that Bellum's paramour is, or the mater and that? Why did I start talking? Don't involve me in the recap. There's some spooky stuff going on that was hinted at that someone who remembers more can say more
Yes.
about.
Yes, our mother came to all of us in a dream as her like corpse self, her nails gone, her jewelry gone, all of her magical affectation gone because, and you don't want to scare us to death. And she told us that Mater Earth was very pissed off and that if in order for us to deal with this kind of like end of the world calamity powerful being, we would have to get all of our mother's um, magic items. So now it's not just a story of enacting revenge on our mother's murderers. We actually need the magic items to do anything about whatever this ball of fire is at the core of the earth. Thank you.
Oh, period. Yes. Jesus. Aki, you had something to say, I believe.
Yeah,
Talk with my
Glorabelle's like
priest.
royal or some shit because this is her town, and we rolled up, and I mean it hasn't been your town for like a while, but it's still technically your town because your aunt, I think it's your aunt, used to like run it, and I hope that other guy feels threatened. I really hope.
Uh, yes. And
If he
a
didn't before, he probably will when they find the head.
um, oh gosh, a huge shout out to the Baba Yaga creative. Thank you, Baba Yaga, for the table inspiration that was tossed out. Um, I I don't know how to deal with table inspiration. but we're going to find out together. This means that every single person gets one extra d6 to roll whenever on any roll that they want. Uh,
We
like
love you,
from
Baba
here until
Thank
the
Yaga.
you,
end.
Baba Yaga. We love a fellow witch.
Uh, yeah, Baba Yaga coming in, messing up my plans, helping the siblings get revenge. If you want to mess up my plans and help the siblings get revenge, use your channel points. Get table inspiration. Um, oh gosh, y'all. I am just the luckiest game mistress in the world right now. Um, no one tops me. Not Abria Iyengar, not Brennan Lee Mulligan, nobody. I'm that girl, and I love that for me, and I love that for y'all. We're about to get into this session as we begin episode 3 from Another Mother, where we start exactly where we left off last time. Uh, you see a rather tall woman, rather like well built, honestly about Althea's size. Um, like she is decked out in Mother's necklace, Mother's rings, uh, two of Mother's rings, and Mother's earrings. Yes, Allison.
If you have more description, you can go ahead. Just at the earliest opportunity, Hal would like to lunge and attempt to slice the jewels off her throat and possibly slice her throat. So just keep that locked and loaded.
Beautiful. I got more prescription, and we'll get there soon.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Um, yeah, she is wearing like a very long, like sort of. It's giving like Kyoshi Warrior in that it's a dress and that it's also armor. Uh, but it is like um I think Althea would notice something familiar about that. Like the like armor that she wears was old when you were young. Like the empire it was from was dead when you were a kid. Uh which you didn't know anything that old had survived up until that point, up until this point. Um, like she is sort of like standing like at the top of these stairs. You do notice that I think everyone notices that Mother's jewels are different. They never glowed before. Now they glow green. And as she like begins to almost take in a breath to say something, Howl, you
And
move.
I bound up the stairs just again with that
And
very low to the ground fighting style. And when I
and
say I want to slash at her throat, my sword does split into jaws, so I would like to try and like bite the jewels off of her throat. So
um
carry on.
and as you like move and take that first step like low to the ground like towards the base of the stairs, um the jewels which glow green flare, and coming from out of the floor, out of the walls, from everywhere are thorns and thicket. that encapsulate the entire inside of this room. And I need everyone except for Glorabelle, who is keeping watch outside, to make an invincible roll.
Damn.
I think I'm already going to use my extra die because I really want to go for her neck. I really want to.
What's the? Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Uh,
I'm okay.
a 5, a 4, and a 1. So
Two
two, is that
successes.
successes? Okay.
Uh,
No. I don't. I'm assuming difficulty is normal.
Normal difficulty, yes.
Okay, then I have no successes. I'm rolling one die.
Okay.
I'm also rolling one die. I have a 5, a 1 success.
One success.
I rolled
Uh,
2 6s, so 2 successes.
Bet.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm on like a spread. It's because I feel good today. It's they're like you can only have one thing. You feel good about yourself, or you have dice luck.
uh, Period. Yes. You, all right. Yeah. Let me see. Two successes. You managed to avoid the danger. Nobody had three successes, right? Okay. So, like, one person, like, I will start with zero successes and go up from there. Um, so, zero successes was Aki, your character. Um, as you like see your youngest sister start bolting, and the I guess your younger sister starts bolting. You see your mother's jewels start glowing. Uh, you you track it just a moment too late, and you like get yeah. So GM describes how things get worse with zero successes on an invincible roll. Uh, so you are going to mark the desperation status uh, as um, thorns, like bramble, the bulk of it finds its way into your soft parts and pierces important things. Um, you are out of practice dealing with war and getting hurt like this. You mark the bloody condition, and something about this undoes you. Uh, Again,
I was gonna say I'm already
puts
undone.
you puts you into desperation. Would you like to say like what exactly this reminds you of in your past that like
So they're
sort of
wearing, yeah, they're wearing like really ancient armor, ancient for me. Um, and I think it because it's ancient for me. I think it takes me back for like a split second to what it was like before, Mom. And I don't think about that often at all because it's like one of those things where it's so vague, it's so old. I pretty much it's not even I repressed it, I just forgot it, you know? It's very forgettable. There's nothing interesting going on. But it's the fact that there's nothing going on, and that I am that small that gets me because I have not been that small for years, and I've definitely not been that vulnerable for years. I just go back to being some street kid, illiterate, nothing, uneducated. Like a dog is more useful than me, and that's what I feel just for a brief moment.
um go ahead and mark the desperation status. And again, desperation means that um, you are in dire straits. Um, so, and the scene calls for it. You can look through the various bullet points that like you can use to unmark desperation. Like, but for right now, you are pinned by thorn and bramble, and are very badly hurt. Um, Next, one success. I think that is, um, oh boy, Fester. One success uh, means that you manage it in a sense, but I describe a complication. You don't, you can either choose to be unable to move, like you found like a place to dodge and like get out of the worst of the bramble, but you can either choose to like stay there and not move, or you can take damage and like move out of the bramble to like help in the fight, which may give you the bloody condition.
Mm, I will choose not to move. I guess I'll get cornered.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
you have a fire sword. Like
Yeah.
if you can like it'll take you some time, but you can cut your way out of it very, very carefully.
Mhm.
But you need to take time to do that. Meanwhile, uh, Austin, would you like to describe to me how Bellum just wrecks my super impressive like sort of feat that happens with Mom's Jewels, um, without any problems at all?
How big are these vines and thickets?
They cover the entirety of the first floor of the space.
Like, I mean, like, are they just like normal vines and thickets? Or are we like Jack and the Beanstalk? Like,
Um, have you seen The Woman King?
no.
No. Like they had this scene where like there were very like woody spines and stalks of like very sharp like thicket and bramble. Like it is like the vines are thick, about as thick as rope, but they're not really vines. They're like very woody, very like sharp and spiny, sort of like
I know what I do.
what do you do?
I think as this happens, Bellum sees some dust on the ceiling and is like, "Ah, someone's got to get that," and like jumps to get it and is now standing on the ceiling, uh, just upside down, and sees all this comes up and is like, "Whoa, thanks, magic." As specified earlier, Bellum does not know how or when her magic works, but it does work when she needs it to.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Like, yeah, I don't know what you see like on the ceiling. Apparently dust
Yeah, it's
is
just some. She does get the dust. She like it is as if you were like getting down on all fours to like get a dust bunny, but she does it on the ceiling and then stands up and is like, "Oh
like sees a
shit."
dust bunny in the dining room that they just wrecked, and goes to clean it up. Perfect. Um, you are on the ceiling, looking at an upside down person that looks like impressed at you like up top. But Hal, dear Hal, your instincts, and yeah, I will say that like you're a hunter as well. This is your prey. This like effect was trying to get between you and that. Um, would you like to describe how you get directly to this woman
Yes.
and make your slice?
Well, is there a railing on this staircase? Please say yes.
Of course there is.
Okay. Then her run starts very low to the ground, but in the most anime way possible. Hal is going to spring along like the side of the railing, clamber on the top, so that as the spines grow from the floor, she keeps just above the level of them as she sprints up the staircase, and at the top is going to leap off to be perfectly positioned to have her sword jaws lunge for the necklace at her throat. She is prioritizing the necklace, but there's, she's hunting, which I think if you're gonna let me do an attack, I think merits an extra dice in my opinion, but it's up to you.
Please roll sword with an extra die. Yes.
All right. One sec. Let's do the one that looks like blood. That is a 5, a 6, and a 3.
2 successes. On your sword roll. Well done. Um, as you as you take this woman by surprise, you like go up, your sword opens up and like clamps in, and in a flash, like the sword is deflected and held open by 2 golden fans that come up and out from like somewhere that you didn't see, and holds your sword. uh and you two begin like very much trading blows, like one
Mm-hmm.
after the other, like uh
It's like a wolf snapping, just constant trying to get through any gap in defenses.
uh she is trained, uh and very like she's trained, she's very good at this in a way that you haven't seen anyone else. Like you've only seen your sisters like display this level of skill before.
It's okay. I'm very good at this too.
uh and as you like snap and like get like her shoulder right like by where the jewels are, she sort of like steps back and looks at you a little impressed. Not a little impressed, like very impressed. Uh but at that point, I think Austin, Bellum has time to like from the top of the ceiling, come and join the fray if Bellum would like.
Yeah, I walk over along the ceiling.
uh that how do you get down? uh like
I haven't needed to yet. I walk over across the ceiling.
okay, the ceiling is very very high. Even on the
Mm-hmm.
second floor, you're not going to be able to like reach down uh just with your sword's regular length. Are you trying to
It's a
like use
chain
the
sword.
chain
What's
again?
the regular length?
I no. I is there like a light? There are light fixtures we establish.
There was like a light fixture, like a very big chandelier over top of the bottom
Mm-hmm.
floor. Um, like further down the hallways, you can see like a couple of chandeliers, but none at the very top of the stairs. Are you trying to like drop something on this person?
I'll drop myself. I'm just gonna fall.
Oh boy.
I think I get there and I'm like, I wonder how. And I just I'm just gonna try.
make make a princess roll to like have your magic be able to control coming down.
What role is this? Is this easy, normal,
No, normal
hard?
roll.
Got a 5.
Okay. Um, bet like you are able to like get down, catch yourself, not like injure yourself in any way. And like as you like come up like next to yeah, I will say with one success you can't like have a sneak attack
Oh,
like
it's
sort
fine. I
of
don't even.
um but you land right next to Howl. And um I think yeah, and at that point I think that she is going to look at the two of you, see that she's outnumbered, uh, and sort of like kneel down towards the and sort of kneel down towards the sandstone of this very big house, the sandstone floor. Um, and you see her murmuring some words that this looks and feels like mom's magic. It looks and feels like she is teleporting.
Can I, if I may, I would like to disrupt her magic by purely throwing in the element of chaos into whatever formula she's weaving.
Can
I would
I?
also
I know I've done a lot. I just want to grab onto her physically, any part of her clothing, her long robe, whatever, with my sword jaws, just to like have a physical like grab. Go ahead, Maud.
I was saying like Gloribel has been outside this whole time, but the fact that she feels her mother's magic in that moment, um I think she enters the room at that point.
You look behind you as you feel mom's magic and see Bramble like all throughout, like into the front door.
And I
Uh,
try and do a princess roll to see if I can figure out where this is coming from, or if there's a way to disrupt this
Glorabel,
effect.
Glorabel can make a princess roll. Bellum can make a princess roll to try and disrupt this magic with magic. Um, God, what is this? This isn't unleashing powers. This isn't avoiding danger. I will call this a princess roll as well. Uh, for Howl to try and grab
I was gonna
before.
ask. Alternatively, could I help Bellum's role if he's or if she's trying to disrupt and I'm being a distraction in addition to trying to get a hand on? But it's up to you.
I'm
Either
with
way.
it. Go ahead. Yeah, and I will say that this is a hard roll as well.
Does help mean I roll another one, or what happens?
Yeah, I
Help
think you
means you
get an
roll
extra
another one.
dice.
Heard.
Gloribel got a 6, a 4, and a 2. So 2 successes.
Period. Bellum,
Now you're gonna be really upset. I got 2 6s again.
criminy gibbers. Uh, you, um, oh gosh, yeah, you throw chaos magic towards the teleportation spell.
Yeah, if I may, I think I just cocked my head. I'm like, where you going?
Um, where is she going? Bellum?
She's going outside the Glorbell.
Um,
If Howl
you,
has a bite on her, does Howl come too to help Glorabel?
I'll say that you were helping. I'll say that you were helping Bellum get
Okay.
like the chaos magic like diffused. Oh, would
Okay.
you like to tell me how? Like how Howl's like magic um mingles with Bellum's to like
Yes. I think as the chaos magic kind of hits our immediate area and Howl is just continuing with these like wild, like biting sword actions, I think something about the sword's bite changes and it's going to bite through the magic that she was casting. And so it's kind of in tatters and uh yeah, like Bellum said, we can direct it where we want because pieces of the spell were essentially chewed up and spit out,
um
if that works.
it indeed does. Uh and you send um yeah, I think Glorabel, you are whispering like your own magic to counteract this, and with two successes you are making headway. This is a strong enchantment. You've never seen something this like strong and lasting come out of one like concentrated like spell or enchantment. um you are making it much easier now, like it is, as like your magic like goes into the bramble. um Fester, you see and feel uh the thicket recede. You also see it recede around Althea, uh, but Thea, it still feels like you still feel the pain there. Um, like as it recedes, like some like thickets and like pieces break off in your skin. Um, and Fester, I think you can tell that like there's something wrong with your eldest sister. Um, but
Oh boy.
as this happens, Glorabel, and you can feel like the enchantments start to recede, uh, you see, you sense, and then see, you turn around right before a figure burst up the out of the earth, spinning a little bit out of control, that twists in the middle of the air and does a little bit of a superhero landing, uh, as she lifts up her eyes to meet yours, with two golden fans, razor sharp, extended, now outside, catching the sunlight, uh, and giving off a rather blinding gleam. Uh, she looks at you, and she smiles. Um, well, no, she doesn't look at you and smile. She looks at you, uh, and says, "Didn't your mother teach you any manners at all? You knock before you enter someone else's home. We knocked, my sisters and me. before we killed her 4 years ago. We did not destroy your dining room. We did not kill more than necessary. We did the job we came for, and then we left. You do not have to be rude about this. If you wanted a chance to kill me, she stands and goes into a fighting stance. All you have to do is ask.
Wow.
I killed your mom. Why are you being so rude?
Ooh.
She said
First-
she killed our mom politely.
Ah, like, what are you talking about? Ho? Oh my god.
I knocked first, okay?
I knocked
I don't.
before I killed your mom. Whoa. All right, so I think, like, as soon as Glorabel sees not only this stranger wearing her mother's uh beloved sacred artifacts, but also that she desecrated them, basically changed them to something different. So there's already the anime sirens, or when the characters start to, like, they just go into impressionistic black and white like
when
line
when the
drawing.
camera gets real
Mhm,
close and your
mhm.
eyes look bug eyed,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the fishbowl stare.
That.
At this point, we're playing an anime. Let's be real.
Right. So she's doing all the rah rah, but all Glorabel sees is pressure points. Uh the vulnerable points. And I would like to, with my the sword that Glorabel uses, she normally has in like um a hilt that's like a cane, so she walks with it like it's a cane, and it's a very thin, like, fencing sword. I would like to try and use Glorabel's, like, knowledge of um the body in her studies, like, in order to disrupt the magic that she is trying to channel through her body into the magical items. I want to cut her source of magic off so that she can't use it anymore. And I want to do that. It's like, I don't know. I just want to shut her up. That's what I want to do. So
Roll
what are the
sword.
mechanics for that? Okay.
Roll sword. This is very vengeful, so get an extra die. And you're using your training that you've done for the last 4 years. Get another extra die.
And you know what? I'm gonna take the die that Baba Yaga gave me as well. So that's 4 die. Thank you. Um, let's go. Like, oh my god. Y'all were so rude. We just killed your mom. What the hell? Okay. That's a 6, a 5, a 2, and a 3.
2 successes. Um, you, um, you go in analytical, like, and are moving quicker and easier than you have ever when wielding your sword. Like, this is Glora Bell, like, uh at her best, at least as a swordswoman. And you see that, like, this woman is keeping up with you. Uh like, and both of you trade blows, like, as flash of golden light, it, like, a little bit of it gets in your eyes, like the glare from the fans as, like, you go, and it is made difficult, but you are locked in. um
As I'm
at some
trading.
point uh at some point, when you're realizing, like, when you're really locked in and trying to, like, get to the magical pressure points, you try to like pierce into the source of magic. And like people store their magic in different places. Each of your sisters has their own like place that you've learned through study and just like connection to one another. As you're fighting with this person, you see webs of magic, several depositories all throughout in like all sorts of places throughout their body. Um, it is almost as if they are like partially made of magic. It is nothing you have seen before, not even in Mother.
As we're trading
But you do,
blows. Mm.
I will say, um, you do, I will say, like, get the other shoulder that, like, hasn't been, like, hit yet and really, like, get into and yank, like, another one of the arms, and it makes our movements a little bit slower. I need you to roll Invincible now, as uh, you are in a very like heated fight out
Yeah.
in.
Okay. I was gonna say, as we're trading blows, I think for the like Glorabel has been pretty impulsive in the sword fighting, like in the multiple times that she's brought her sword out, and this time feels like a very um almost like her body has been kind of taken over, and her movements are very um like reactionary to, in a way that doesn't feel like Glorabel is completely conscious of what she's doing while they're fighting. Again, anime, you get it. Y'all get it. Y'all see where I'm coming from. Rolling Invincible, and that's just one dice, so that's really exciting. That's a 2.
Add another
1.
die. Add
Thank
another
you.
die because you are very locked in right now. You're like you've used your knowledge of the body to like be able to predict her movements at least a little bit. Use one more die.
You rock. Thank you so much. A 4.
One success. You God, criminally Jimbers. That's you got me, Maud. Um,
Sorry, that wasn't for you. That was for the Twitch guests. The Twitch chat. You weren't
um,
supposed to see that.
you get in like good hits. She also gets a good hit back at you. And tell me like how tell me how she wounds you in this encounter, giving you the bloodied condition with her fan.
Y'all know the scene in have y'all seen Soul Eater? Yes, okay. Where when the fight with Krona, and how she's just running through the black knives without any regard for her well-being or her body, just so that she can get one on her. That is the vibe, very much like she gets like a really good nick like on my chin or something, but I did it so that I could also give her like a wound. So it's one of those like, I'm not really, my priority is not preserving my body. It is getting my mom's jewelry off of her neck. So there's like a lot of like, all of her wounds are happening like in this area, even like there's an that's where all the concentration is. So I think that's what it is, like a a a complete disregard of like bodily protection. So yeah.
Um, we are in the middle of that very anime, very like intense battle scene. And Jazz, um, Fester can move. Fester has like access to her fire sword, and Fester sees it looks like Althea is in trouble.
I will go to my big sister.
Uh,
My big sister.
it is much easier to hack and slash through the bramble and thicket at this point in its deterioration, thanks to your sister outside. Um, and you can get to her without a roll. Um, Aki, how is Althea looking? What does Fester see?
Um, I okay. It might get a little gross. I'm just going to use media to avoid having to explain over explain. But have you seen Princess Mononoke? And have you seen what happens to the pig? You're gonna see that. It's something weird is going on. Is definitely what you see. You don't really see your sister. I think you still see my face, so you know it's me.
Google this.
But I don't think even the expression is the same. You know, I think Thea has a pretty gentle face for like her ruggedness, but I don't think you have that gentleness
Oh,
is not there right now.
oh my lord. Okay. Um, are you still standing? Are you lying?
I'm still rock solid wall, if you will. The mountain does not bow, but some fucked up shit do happen though. Um,
Fester's hands just kind of come up and like they don't know where to put them, and they're
excuse me.
like, "Are you all right?
Hmm?
Are you good? Are you all right?"
Fester?
Yes, it's me.
Oh, what's
You,
happening?
what do you mean? You just got shredded. Absolutely shredded.
Oh, this. Oh, I'm gonna start wiping it casually. Don't worry about it. What's happening right now? I mean, I was
I don't know.
lost in
I was
thought.
cornered um by the thicket, but I think they're outside. I can hear them. I'm not sure what's going on. We can go. We can go. Are you good to go? I think you should sit down. Actually,
Oh no, I'm very good to go. I will give the top of your head like a pat. That's where I think the face is still not gentle. The face is still for all intents and purposes on autopilot, but the pat on the head is very gentle. That's the Thea you grew up with.
Fester just kind of looks up at you with wide eyes. Um, and they don't really believe you, not really. But when you do that, it's hard to deny that they still have unwavering faith in your ability to be okay. So so they're going to gently lead you out as I hack at the thicket, and we're gonna go outside and hopefully bust some ass.
I've been holding on to this since this is a fucking DM secret. So the minute we step into the light, I've had like wounds all over myself with the bramble and whatnot, and just pre-existing wounds as well. But they're just like scarred up. I think wherever that is, wherever there's a hole, wherever there's a wound, and that weird blood is flowing out, the minute, excuse me, I'm gonna burp. I'm good. The minute I step, I can burp in my mouth and I don't want to. Okay. The minute we step outside, it hardens into many different blade hilts. Um, because I'm leaving my sword. My sword's back where the other person is pinned. I don't need to go get that. Um,
Um,
yeah.
and as like your wounds turn to sword hilts, we'll get back to that a little later. Um, Howl, Bellum,
Howl is shouting, Bellum, show me how you ran on the ceiling!
Uh,
We gotta go!
nope. Oh, okay. I just start running through the.
I
Invincible
will
roll, please.
if my sibling proves to be
I still have a
stingy
knife in
about
my
their
hand.
ceiling magic, then Hal will also start to run through the vines using my woodsy nature. Like this is not the first time I've run through some brambles.
It's not the first time you've run through brambles, but these are not normal brambles.
Yeah,
I will
so I don't
say
get a
that,
hunter dice.
yeah, I don't think that your hunter die will apply here.
All right, just two then. 6 and a 2.
One success. And Bellum?
Double fives.
Yeah, you did. Um, what what did you do this time? Tell me how you ruined my day, Austin.
I think I literally just dart. I think it is like similar to the knife trick. I just run through. I think Bellum is like I literally tongue kiss a volcano every night.
Bellum do be doing that.
I think it's
Um,
like
and
you can't hurt
again,
me in a way that matters.
uh, again, ew. You have been training your invincible in a way that I don't think any other sibling has. In these past 4 years,
It's
in
trying
the
times.
grossest way, uh, and of and of course you are able to run through this bramble and thicket, and you're able to like get out at about the same time that your siblings Fester and Althea do. Um, like with one success, you can get through quickly as well, but that would mean you taking the bloodied condition again.
Was there an ore coming, or is that just what happens?
Uh, you can go slowly, or you can get there with the rest of your siblings, just driven by your prey.
Is
Uh,
this the second time that Howl would be bloodied?
It
it
would be
would
the
be.
second time.
So you would be bleeding out.
Yeah, yeah.
No, did we heal the other one? Question mark.
Did
I
we
think
get a chance
we
to heal?
established that we before the session I verified that we had not,
Oh, sick.
because we walked in the
Sick.
hot sun and I'm still covered
Sick.
in burns. So
Sick. Cool, cool,
um
cool, 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 cool.
I'm sorry.
so if I'm bleeding out,
It's the last thing that I'll do.
I mean, I don't think Howl would be moving slowly. I'm just gonna say that. Like, Howl being Howl,
Uh,
she's not going slowly.
Howl, you appear by your older sister's side, uh, like as right behind Bellum, as she runs through like almost unscathed.
I'm
Uh,
probably trying to follow Bellum, like, through, like, putting in the same steps. It doesn't work the same.
uh, And as you do and get out, uh, Bellum, you look behind you and see your baby sister covered in lesions and like puncture wounds and like scars, and one like very large spike splinter of wood like up in the side under the
That's not
ribs.
good.
Um,
She still has
and
her sword out and is still
how
focused on the battle, but
like all of y'all come out to see. I think I think Fester, you see you were like a little taken aback by Althea's whole deal. And then you see your baby sister, um, like also like taken a very serious wound, uh, as well as Bellum, who looks as Bellum always looks. Um, but and in front of you, you see your sister Glorabelle and this mystery woman wearing your mom's ice going at it. And as they like back away from each other in like a dramatic anime sort of like pause, like one like cut like starts like bleeding a trickle of blood, and um the mystery woman like grasps for her shoulder. Um, yeah, and
Yeah,
Mother's
and
dead again.
oh, whoop.
yeah, and
Yeah, no, she doesn't. She sort of like looks at you all, and um retracts her golden fans, um, like and she uh oh gosh, I have notes. I promise y'all I have notes. I'm just really bad at organizing them.
if she
Gosh.
tries to retreat, I say no.
I
Oh,
also say no.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no from me too.
yeah.
It's a no for me,
No.
dog.
So she is she has put her fans away and just stands there appraising you all. Um and yeah, I think that she sort of like says uh yes, I see why she chose you. She made you all very strong.
yeah, I say, slowly sliding the knife out of my hand.
Don't you dare tell us what Mother thought of our family. You have no business.
Hey, Glory. Hey, they killed Mom.
Well, it seems like she had some help. But
Okay.
yes.
I did. Yes.
I throw the knife to try and beam her in between the eyes.
And as you do, she return throws a fan directly at you. I need you to roll a sword and a
Okay.
princess. I mean,
Are
a
they
sword and a invincible.
are they both hard, normal, easy?
They're both normal.
Both normal.
I
Wow.
want to help so bad, but I'm already bleeding out.
Okay, 1 second.
Um, Everyone is able to act in this moment. Uh, like it looks like she looks
Can
like
I
she is
I
on
just run
last
directly at
legs
her.
as well.
I just
can I
run
try and
directly at her.
sword can I try and sword bite the fan out of the air before it gets to Bellum?
Go ahead and roll invincible. Uh,
Not
Before it gets to
sword.
Bellum. Uh, you get
It's
an
the same roll
extra.
either way.
You get an extra die because of your sword adaptation helping you.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
like Fester can go ahead and roll a sword attack, um, and yeah, Bellum, go ahead and roll a sword attack as well. Um, is
I rolled my dice. I'm waiting
Uh
to
six
share
three
the bit.
one, so just a one success, I think.
one success? Oh boy, uh,
Yeah.
643.
two successes. Um, so with the one success, you are successfully able to deflect the blow from Bellum. Well, you can deflect the blow from Bellum, but it's going to mean that you are going to be gravely injured.
I have a I
Are
have a
you still going to do it?
I think Hal would.
You snap the fan out of the air, and the gold blade shatters. It like doesn't hit your older sibling, but the shards like dig deep into your soft areas, and you like specifically the areas that were already like punctured and opened up by um like thorn and bramble, and you fall back,
Rapidly
passed out,
checking to make sure
and bleeding
gravely
out.
injured is not an official status
It's
condition that
not.
I'm permadeath. Okay,
It's not.
okay. I just had
Uh,
a moment of like, oh wait.
um,
All right, I'm good. I'm good.
that you do fall unconscious,
Yeah.
and you're in dire straits. Um,
Mm-hmm.
uh, could you go ahead and roll a sword for me, Bellum?
I rolled sword and invincible as I was told before, and I took photos.
You don't need to roll invincible now.
I already did, so I have a question, if if I may. Uh, can I use my invincible to use my magic to take the hurt that Hal just took?
How many successes did you roll?
I rolled a 6 and a 5 on my invincible.
Two successes.
Yes,
You're not able to take all of it,
that's
uh,
fine.
but you're able to share the burden. Um and I will say, with that, Hal's life is not in danger. You have
Heard.
time to move Hal somewhere else. Um,
Look at us
I
saving each
think
other.
I rolled my sword, which I will now reveal. I think as Hal is falling in front of me, and you see like cuts appear on Bellum's face as this magic weaves its way into Hal to make sure Hal doesn't expire. To share some of the burden. I look at this person. You really shouldn't have hurt my baby sister. I rolled 2 6s again.
what the fuck? Yeah. Um, and Glorabelle, I'm not sure if you wanted to do anything in this moment.
I just wanted to use the original ability of my sword to give um this woman vertigo, to kind of step her off of her game if I could.
Uh, Bet. Um,
And while I do that, I want to point my fencing sword at her and say something cool. But let me roll first to see if it
yeah.
works.
Two sword, please.
Okay. Do you say this is vengeful of me to
Quite, quite.
do? Thank
I
you.
will also say that this uses your sword adaptation, so take another die.
Slay. A 6, a 5, and a 3. Feeling like
Um,
Bellum. Feeling like Bellum.
y'all, Bellum, Glorabel, Fester, tell me how you end the first of your mother's killers.
Ooh. I point my sword at her, like right between where Bellum just threw her knife, and I say, "We'll show you who we really are." As the rest of my siblings attack.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm getting in melee, so I feel like it makes more sense for you to. I Fester doesn't say anything, honestly. They just kind of run directly up. And I want to say that like one of her fans comes up to try to deflect, and Fester just uppercut slices through her wrist, and then yes, and then with a second
Giving
attack just
Skywalker, I love it. Ah,
just stabs directly into her gut. And as she like keels over a bit, Fester just kind of stares into her eyes and then yanks the sword out.
I think while you're still staring into her eyes, the knife finally lands. But Bellum has turned is like stepped over and is like picking up Howl and walking away. I got
um,
you, kid.
and
I'm gonna go get my mom's things.
and as the knife sinks in right on the forehead, right like between the eyes, y'all hear a ding, like the sound of metal striking metal.
Is this
Uh,
bitch a robot? Lamau?
and she falls to the ground. Um, and it's strange as you like have clearly defeated her. Like you haven't, you sort of notice in this moment, you haven't seen any blood that she's bled this entire battle. Uh, she doesn't bleed, but it looks like her body is just too battered to move anymore. The thorns behind you wither, weak and unmagical. Um, you see her dissolve into dust, leaving behind no clothes, no skin, no organs, no blood. Only a skeleton with your mother's jewels. But she's wearing a familiar onyx amulet. You would recognize the handiwork of your mother anywhere. She gave each of you a version of this amulet when you first entered the Coven. Uh, it is embedded in, um, like, right where the dagger struck. Uh, and as she is a skeleton, nothing but dried and desiccated bone, her neck turns and shifts as Glorabel, you go to like retrieve your mother's jewels. Uh, and she says, "You are formidable. It is little wonder she decided to choose you, protect you, keep you. What? Did you
What
really
do you
think you were the first race our mother took in?
I kick her head.
Uh,
I
you
just soccer kick it. Soccer
you
kick the skull.
you like take your foot back to kick the skull, and the instant before you are able to connect, the earth straight up swallows her. Uh, and y'all feel a shake, like a small one, but like magically very intense and intentional. You feel like you're not sure how much longer this city is gonna be standing. But as the earth swallows her, like the onyx amulet is taken, but the jewels stay. Your mother's jewels stay. And you can retrieve them. But you should probably
imme-
get out of here.
immediately as I grab the jewels, I want to try and see what has been done to them to change them. Like what is different about them from what they were originally,
Um,
if possible.
you grab the jewels, but with that, I think we should take a 10-minute break. Thank y'all so much for joining us on this little romp, this little adventure. Um, like, we're gonna take about 10 minutes to go get water, go do bio breaks, go get our medicine, go eat something. Please, 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 please subscribe to this Twitch channel. Like, give subscriptions, do the thing. It helps support us and Girls Run These Worlds as a whole. uh they try to like pay their performers. Like, they have a thing where they equally share like the wealth. They're a great organization, and you should support them if you are able. Subscribe to the Twitch channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Episode 1 of this thing is up. If you want to catch up, if you want to show all your friends about it, you can see us on the YouTubes. For right now, we are headed out. I will see y'all at 9:45. But with that, we're gonna throw it a break. We'll see you soon. What is good, everybody? We are back in our 4 series epic Invincible Sword Coven, and the Invincible Sword Princess system, run by the incredible, awesome, amazing, beautiful, just all around great person, Kazumi Chen. Check them out on Twitter if you are able. And check out their itch and all of the incredible games that they have created. We are going to hop right back into the action as we see the siblings sort of like cresting sort of this cavernous place that like the city is in, with the sound of alarm bells ringing behind them, and sort of like panic, sort of like the sounds of panic and hurrying in the city below. You see, like, you feel underneath you as you're walking, the shakes continue and grow like larger and more strong, like basically based in the center of the city. You know that, like, with y'all's senses, you know that it is based directly where that uh, murderer went under. Uh, and you also see thick clouds rolling in, which is not good because this is a desert. Um, the city is rumbling. Glorabelle, as we're walking, you were trying to examine the jewels that were recovered from your mother.
Yeah. I want to see how they've been changed. And I don't know, um, Maud doesn't know kind of all the different magics that can be used in this setting, but I was wondering if I could possibly, through the jewels, be able to detect the memories of the our mother's murderer while she was wearing the jewels. If that's even something that could be possible. But if not, just want to see how they've been changed.
Make a princess roll. Add another die because this is your backstory. This is what you've been doing for the last 4 years. Um,
As I stare longingly at my the home that I abandoned so long ago, about to get swallowed by the ground.
um, yeah, you are looking
Losing
back at
two
the city.
homes in like a week. Ugh.
So fun and quirky and cool.
Um, I think, Bellum, you sort of realize as you are carrying your youngest sister up and out, like, her eyes are open. She's still breathing. She is fighting for her life at this point. Uh, like, you can see that she has taken on the desperation status, but is no longer bleeding out. Um, so that
She's
is
also
how.
probably twitching a lot and looking around for the enemy.
Uh, I start rocking her. And I'm like, okay. So, okay, so like, you can't, you know, die. Mostly because I don't think any of them will ever talk to me or Paramore again. So I need you to, uh, get it together. Um, you're a what's something they would. You're a strong, fierce pup in an endless no, don't go towards the field. Just you're fine. You got you. Hey kid, it's me, it's the cool one. Need you to just I who's hey who's gonna help me and Fester kick down doors. Hmm? And that is my attempt at trying to
Okay, I have a thing I want to do because I
please.
haven't done shit.
Uh,
So
yeah,
one of the things I can do while desperate is I can calm myself down. And I think while I am definitely not the fuck okay, I think I am very well experienced in putting others before my own well-being. And so I'd like to calm myself down. And be in what was it? Sorry. Calm myself down, and I'm no longer undone. Um just by taking like that nice big deep breath, and all the hilts melt away back into blood. I don't look great, that's for sure. Some of the blood goes back inside, others just simply wash off. It's just within the vicinity of what how big the hilt was at this point. And I will I would like to then afterwards help Bellum help Bellum with Howl. Uh, by also putting the most gentlest of hands on like their shoulder for a good pat, like a well done pat, like you've got the approval of the parental unit pat.
The
Uh,
I
parental pat TM.
Like, I recognize you are doing your best and I'm proud of you, Pat. Like that kind of thing, because I don't think I'm in a very good position to give words just yet. But I definitely don't look good enough to like, I don't look clean enough to be like, let's touch another bloodied child, and like, no, that's so unhygienic. But but what instead I'll do is I'll touch the person who didn't get a single wound and just feel like they're there.
um, yeah, you sort of like pat your uh pat your youngest sister's head, and your hand comes back sticky, like with a lot of matted down blood, like out of your matted down blood, like getting into her hair, but the sentiment is felt, I believe. Um, yeah, you sort of like some of you sort of like spit out some wood and metal that like half formed like a sword hilt that was like pulling in your mouth. Um, and you calm yourself, like begin like taking like wiping the half formed swords away. And Allison, is that enough for Howl to recover from a desperation status?
I the desperation or the bloodied?
Uh, I think this is like
Because I
I
So I also I think you can unmark desperation to recover your bloodied status as
yes,
well.
you can.
yes.
Yeah, but this is specifically for desperation.
I think in terms of what Howl is aware of, then yes. I think she, like I said, was twitching and like still looking for the enemy, and I think at the soft, gentle head pat, Howl just kind of goes like very stiff, like does not know how to respond to it. It's like those clips of like the cat where you put something on the forehead and it just like um but I think she will kind of still and be like, where did the lady go?
We killed her. And then they us swallowed her. Like a whole.
Good. Bellum, are you gonna carry me all the way to where are we going?
We should leave, right?
We
Yes, we
are
should
leaving.
definitely leave. Yes.
Yeah.
A bigger shake sort of like shakes most of
Bellum,
like the
stop that.
valley that you're around.
Just hold me still.
Um,
I will show you all my roll for these jewels because it was really good.
Let's
That is
go.
I was waiting for them to tip over.
no,
I
wait,
was.
wait,
I
wait. Okay,
I
wait.
have vision. I have vision problems, Mod. Just tell me.
It was a 6, a 5, a 5, and a 2.
3 successes.
Yeah.
Badass.
Yeah, I think actually, yeah, I will also say, Fester, the moment that like you were like closest to this woman before she fell through the earth and left behind the jewels, the moment that the jewels like laid on the floor and like were just there, you felt a strange connection to them.
Mm.
Uh, and as you're like walking up, like this feeling of just like looking back towards Glorabelle, like who is like examining the jewels as you walk, it's just like there's something about them. Um, and I think like as Glorabelle makes that incredible princess roll, with 3 successes, this is intimately connected to Mater Earth. Um, like the green energy that like emanates from it and still glows now is incredibly similar to the eyes that you saw, but like more concentrated, more intimately Mater Earth. Um, and Jazz, Fester, I think you know that this this is very important. Like it is, Mother said it herself in y'all's vision, like you need these artifacts in order to survive the apocalypse. Um, and there's something very, very connected to Mother Earth that you have to do with this. Um, and for a second, you just remember overwhelming fire and are frightened. Um, like just for a second, there's a little bit of fear of like the overwhelming power and possibly having to face that again. And as you make this connection, the earth splits open. Thunderous there is a thunderous noise and movement behind you. Like you all turn and watch a city sink, uh, and replacing it is just a hole, a deep hole that you cannot see the end to. You hear wailing, you hear screams that like fall and uh, dissipate. You see and hear like survivors of the city that like were able to hear the alarm bells and get out quickly, but only those that were on the outskirts of it and had like emergency sacks and plans and being ready to get out. There are very few in comparison to the vast city that was there. Uh, and as you're sort of taking that in, you sort of notice rain. No, sort of rain. Acidic rain. And thunder and lightning as it begins to pour down. It's acid rain, and like it's acidic like vinegar. It is uncomfortable. It is going to dehydrate your skin. It is going to make traveling a lot harder. But it's it's just it's not going to melt your skin
I
off.
bet that doesn't feel good on my burns.
It does not. Um, but you have patched your bloodied status, correct? No?
I think so. I think I'm
Yeah, you
we
use the
there was
desperation move
yes. I'm
to
going to say yes.
word. You
Use the desperation with my siblings' help, took away the bloodied, and then I also should have marked desperation or experience, right?
yes,
Because I
Yeah, I need
unmarked the
experience.
desperation. Okay.
yes,
Then I
you
should be good, but it's still uncomfy
very
for
uncomfy
flavor.
all around. And as like the thunder strikes, the lightning, the rain pours down, um, you hear like weeping behind you of people that now do not have a home, do not have a community. Um,
Not good.
you all
That's what I was going to
feel
say. Yeah.
you all feel something else at the corner of your awareness coming towards you. It feels like a volcano, and everyone except Bellum is for a second like, oh no, what is coming now? Bellum, you would know this anywhere. But you also feel something else. Um, a presence that your paramour is perhaps dragging along. Um, it is not, how do you say it? It feels like Paramore is bringing this person along. Uh, doesn't feel like a someone chasing Paramore, but as your Paramore surfaces, uh, you see notes. You see the notes on my computer screen.
Yes, there's a few.
Uh, um, you see a another person. It looks like a person um, that comes out of the ground. That your paramour is sort of like has one arm hooked around like her waist, and sort of like as she comes up, uh, lets them go, and immediately immediately goes towards you, uh, and says, so, like so that everyone can hear, but to to Bellum, we have found the second thief and an old friend. This is Paolo. She is like you. She is bleeding now, but she can help. Um,
Oh, so you brought a gift.
Althea, um, you see Paolo. You're Paolo. Um, she is as she has always been, which is changeable. Like she's always changed her pronouns, her appearance. Now she's a woman. You can sense that. Uh, and as far as you know, she is the second oldest woman in the world. But there is something different in her energy, her stance, something you can't quite place. Um, then you notice the claw marks in her stomach. Uh, and you immediately recognize the wounds as like coming from mother's claws. And as she like looks up at first Paramore, it seems like Bellum's Paramore and Paolo have some history together. Um, but as she looks up and sort of like scans the area and sees you, uh, she sort of like gives a deep sigh, and says, "Of course. Hello. Atea.
A lot has happened. Hello.
Uh, she sort of like sits on the ground, clutching her stomach, which is bleeding. Uh, as you all have a reunion, um,
Thea,
Bellum.
who is
Oh,
this?
um, actually,
I'm. Yeah.
um, yeah, actually, Glorabelle, you can make a princess roll. Actually,
This is so sick.
While this is happening, I think me holding False Airmore looks over at Fester like, I don't
Yeah,
need
Fester's like,
Like we
older
talking
older
about
sister stuff.
the rule of threes in the coven. Not only did we add, our little siblings in there, but y'all both got biddies.
My
What the
biddy rounds us
hell?
out, so
Your biddy is strange. your
oh,
biddy, your biddy
she's
is
strange.
strange and unusual.
I accidentally
Yeah,
walked on
just
walls, but okay. Roll your dice.
at the tail end at the tail end of that conversation, Hal very belatedly remembers her manners and to the new person is like, "Hello." Just not with the correct timing at all.
Okay, I'm rolling a princess roll. Um, what am I trying to? It's just an insight onto if I know who this person is.
this is. I'm trying to see like what you know of this person.
Okay,
If you know anything at all.
okay. Two threes and a four.
Success. Um, at first, it's hard to place the face, but a long time ago, when you were first like in this coven, first learning with Mother, you went outside one night for some reason, and through the trees, you saw Althea talking with someone, and it seemed important. Um, but when you looked back up, you didn't see either of them. You're not sure if you imagined it because it was so late. Sometimes witches see things, but this is the same person, and they have a similar gaze towards each other as you saw back then.
I kind of look between Bellum, Paramore, Paolo, and Thea, just like over and over again, and then can I gather if like we if it's safe for us to like sit and like patch up wounds and have what, because it seems like Paolo is gearing up to tell a story or something. I'm trying to see if it's giving story time or it's giving we
Um,
have to get out of here vibes.
Paolo is going to like notice the acid rain, and like as she's like taking out her pack, like bandages, salves,
I'll
uh,
help her with that.
yeah, like a similar sort of like technique and a similar sort of technique as you were taught, um, but like sort of like uh patches up herself some wounds with your help, and will sort of look around and like notice the acid rain and be like, of bloody course. Thank you. Um, she'll say to Glorabelle and say, I am Paolo. You are the Coven apprentices of the Elder Witch, my condolences. Uh, and she'll put her hand to the earth, and it'll rumble slightly. Like, this is obviously like, this is some iffy magic. It's some like risky magic that you probably wouldn't do like on a regular basis, but like as it like moves, like the ground rises up and makes a sort of makeshift shelter in the middle of this blasted desert. Um, and she says, I'm sorry, I did not catch your name.
Uh, Florabelle is my name. What is your business here? Are you here to help us?
Um, she is, um, sort of like, leaning up against like one of the walls that she made, and patting in like the salves, and you can tell that it's acting fast, like fast like you heal fast, which nobody should heal fast like you. But she sort of like says, um I suppose I am here now. I wanted to investigate what was happening with magic. It's been weird these past 4 years, I'm sure you know. Uh, and every witch worth her salt could feel the tree get swallowed. I had a hunch, scoped out a lead, got skewered. And as luck would have it, an old friend found me. Uh, she like turns to Bellum's paramour, and she is smiling, close teeth, uh, as she says, a as she like tells Bellum a very productive trip. Um, I have talked to my siblings and found the source.
Great. So, Thea, who's your friend?
Okay, listen, I'm really fucking old.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I brought Paramore, so I don't think you can, like, I think I already set the bar.
This
No,
is
you
so
didn't.
weird.
I
Are
agree.
we?
Very
Are we
weird.
not? Are we forgetting that we're family? That like we are supposed to know stuff about each other? It's been
Well,
4 years.
I.
Bellin comes back with this thing that's not a person. It's just, it doesn't move like a person. Even people who have lived for thousands and thousands of years do not move like that. And Thea, we know you're old, but this person is here now. And we don't know anything about each other.
Well, you never asked about me. I ask about you all the time. And you can't even fucking visit.
You know why I wasn't visiting? Because I was the only one in the library trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. Because all of us are in denial about the fact that magic is leaving. Because Mother,
Now, We're all a little tense. I think we have a snack. And Thea tells us who this friend is.
It's actually really, really complicated.
Perfect.
But
Paramore, do you want
for
Um,
real. No, like definition wise, it's I don't think we
Thea's
have words for that anymore.
Thea's friend sort of like Thea's friend sort of goes like
Thea's roommate?
Oh my god, they were roommates.
sort of goes like Jesus Christ.
So did
And
we ever really date? No, I'm more like a quest giver.
Oh, jeez.
um she is going to like get up, like walk out of this domicile that she made and make a smaller one like for
Not quest
herself.
giver.
Because
She just
like
got here.
Paula was just like, Jesus Christ. Okay, rude things have been said about um my friend, um like motioning to Bellum's paramour. Um and tensions are high, but people are grieving, so I'm going to remove myself from the situation. We can come back later. I'm going to get a snack. Um, and she uh, and she sort of like motions to you as like, I'm going to get a snack. Yeah, something. She sort of like shoots you a weird look, Thea. Um, it is. It's hard to place, but she leaves. And sort of like storms out a little bit. She is
Mm.
not does not seem happy to be here, but leaves y'all to it. And like Bellum's paramour says,
Florabelle, did
I I believe I should go as well.
No, you
Um,
should stay.
No, you should leave.
No, Glorabelle, you're gonna stop being rude to our
This is
sibling's
a
partner.
stranger. We've never met her
It is
before.
who our sibling chose to be with.
Okay, I didn't choose to be with her, so why do I have to put
Why
up
is it
with
about
her?
you?
Because it's about us.
Glorabelle, do I have to tell you about all my friends in the wolf pack? They're all people, they're just wolves. There's
I
one
don't
named
have any
Rudy and one
secrets.
Dingo
Like I
and
told.
Jeff.
Howl, please
Yeah.
stop.
Okay.
Bellum's paramour turns, plants a kiss on her cheek, uh, and disappears.
She feels just like Mother Earth. Y'all don't feel that?
Well, I mean, yeah, she's a volcano.
Our mother came to all of us in a dream to warn us about Mother Earth. You,
Mm-hmm.
on the same day that you bring your paramour to our tree, it's swallowed by the earth.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, but like it wasn't like set on fire. Like she's like a volcano, not like a earthquake.
She's made of the same stuff
Hmm?
that our mom just warned us about.
And you know who
I
was
feel
made of
like
the same stuff of the woman we just killed, right?
no.
Us. It would appear that mother lied to us. To me. That woman is older than me. Her armor, the
No.
way she moved, the way she spoke. I have not met anyone older than me besides mother.
Mother wouldn't lie.
Mother lies all the time. You do not know her, what she was like before.
Mother is dead.
Mother wouldn't
Exactly.
lie.
Mother lies all the time.
What's the use of telling
No.
us that mother lies if she is dead,
Because
Thea?
I think it's about time some of you started growing up.
What's that supposed to mean?
Actually, you're
Yeah, what's
fine.
that supposed to mean?
The rest, you are all selfish. You're all incredibly selfish. You're all lost in your own little ways or your own little fantasies, and you cannot see the bigger picture. You cannot, you can barely accept just being happy for our other sibling. Just the thought of it seems to escape you because you are so obsessed with this mother stuff, and then you get upset. No, not even. You're so determined to keep bringing up the fact that she is dead and gone, but you won't leave it behind. You won't leave your little obsession behind
You
to let
know,
us have a constructive conversation.
you know what's happening because mother is dead? This.
Yes. Yes, and it's happened before, and it will keep on happening because the world turns and humans do stupid things. Heck, just the what just happened. I've seen it before. I've seen it several times before. Fuck, I was there when Pompeii happened. And another little one of those Paramore siblings came out of it, okay? The shit happens. You're old enough to know that shit happens and that life will continue.
You told, you said that we never visit. You knew where I was. You could have come anytime, but you stayed in that tree, that place from the past, longer than any of us did. I was searching for answers because the air changed, the sky changed, the ground under us changed as soon as she left this world. And you're the one that didn't want to be honest about that. I'm angry because it makes sense to be.
Um, if I can interject, um, now everybody I think is upset, but I don't think we're hearing each other. If that's the, like we all deal stuff in our own ways, and you went to go research at a place. I'm sure you told me, and they stayed at home. I'm hearing Fester was in a cave.
It's a long story. Actually, it's not that long.
Howl sounds like
I
mostly stayed at
visited.
home, but I went into the city and tried to make a life. I think we all tried to make a life, and I don't think there's any wrong way to move on when something bad's happened to you. But we all gotta move on at some point. I think we all were looking for our own kinds of answers, and I don't know. Now we're here trying to share the answers, but we're not listening to the. We got the equation, but no one's listening to the answers.
I have a
Seven?
question. I have a question. What did she mean when she said that we weren't the first?
What do you mean?
That's a question.
What did she
The,
mean?
the woman that we
Who?
killed, the woman that we killed that was swallowed in the ground before she went, she said that we weren't the first. She probably meant that mother had other children before us.
Didn't you call my mater too? That was weird, right?
And those her her jewels, they're tainted like in the same way that those eyes were when I saw the whatever it was I saw. It's the same. What does that mean?
They weren't like this before. They were changed.
Are we sure they weren't changed by mom and now they're back to normal?
Why are we suspecting Mom?
Yeah.
I'm not suspecting mom. Mom's dead. She can't really do nothing about it now. I'm just saying maybe mom changed them and she wasn't telling the full truth like they said about some stuff.
I don't know why you
Specifically,
all keep saying that mom's lying.
Howl,
She
you.
taught me everything. She wouldn't lie to me.
She taught me everything, and she lied to me a lot. You don't know how Mother was. Mother was not a mother. She wasn't for a very long time. She wasn't until Glorabelle came along. She was just teacher.
Hey, Anita. Hey,
Hey.
Anita. Can Hal take the desperation status?
wow.
Um,
Hi, I
yeah,
would
I
like to be
think
upset.
I think Hal definitely gets undone. Um, I think Hal can take the undone status twice if you want to do that. Uh,
My
and
God.
the next time, so if you are undone, the next time you would be undone. Instead, you give in to the darkness. You lose control and lash out at your loved ones, do something selfish or reckless. Someone who successfully avoids the danger of you lashing out at them can get through to you. Um, do you want to take that?
I had a thought that occurred to me, and I normally hate doing this in roleplay, but I don't think Hal would lash out at her siblings. I do think Hal would try to run into the wilderness to be alone. Yes, into the acid rain, just for. I don't think she goes very far, but I think she needs to not be here right now. If it's possible, she tries to run next door to like hide in the adjacent tiny hut.
Tiny hut.
But she's I don't think she's going to stay because
Um,
so much of her is
take
came
the
from like, yeah.
take the undone status, run away from this conversation and into the acid rain. There is a tiny hut a little ways away if you wanted to go there. Or you can like go into the acid rain. We'll get back to that in a second. Um, Howell
I think
runs
she's
away.
looking for a place to hide.
I'll go after
How
her.
I was like, if
Uh,
Hal, I was gonna Hal runs away. Like, I think Bella looks to Fester. Do you want to go? Should I take that one? You want
no,
to take
no,
that?
no, I got it. I
Okay,
got it.
I'll
I don't
talk to
really
these.
understand what's happening here. I
No,
really feel like
I'll talk to the older ones. Well,
excellent.
yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Bye.
Um, yeah, like uh, Fester, you follow Hal into the acid rain. Um, like this leaves you three. Um,
Bellum sits down. Take a sit.
I've
I
been
think
sitting.
Sit, boy.
Glorabelle looks at the door as Fester and Hal leave, and will kind of keep looking that direction to avoid making eye contact with Dea, but will sit down as well.
Glory. Come take a sit.
I take a seat begrudgingly, but
Thank
I don't say
you.
anything.
You're welcome, Bellum. Oh, you're so nice, Glory. So, I like scoot to sit in front of you because I feel like you won't look at us. So, I feel like you have some stuff you want to say to me that I'd rather you direct at me than Paramore. Because I don't know if she gets upset, but I think she can tell us when I'm upset and then she gets upset. You know? So like what's up?
I feel like the thing that made us a family is gone. And the fact that you left and had any love to give hurts because I don't have that.
Okay.
And the last time we brought new people into our family, I just don't know how you can love us and her at the same time.
No, that's fair. I get that. I don't know. Have you given it a shot? It's been pretty easy so far, from being honest. These okay. I like these last 15 minutes have been kind of hard because it felt like you were doing a y'all a her situation, you know. But before prior to that, it's been pretty easy.
This I'm just trying to protect us. I feel like no one I'm sorry. I didn't I wasn't trying to make you choose between us, but our tree is gone and she smells just like the eyes. And I just spent so long dedicating my life to figuring out what happened, hoping that it could bring us together again. And everything is more different and more fucked, and I'm angry about it. And I'm angry that not everyone else is angry about it. And I'm not childish. I'm lonely.
Will you come join the circle with me and Thea now? Do you feel better?
Yeah.
Okay. And I like scoot back to the circle.
Mhm.
Look at us. It's just like when mom first brought me home. Stabbed you. I stole your shoes.
It was a good stab.
Thank you. I think about it. I think about that. That was an omen. I think. I like. Hmm.
That was a scar I kept. A baby's first stab.
I should sign it.
You could. There are those. They've made tattooing so much easier now. You just with a pen. I don't know. These things are weird to me. Look, I don't know how else to tell you, and I'm talking to Glory. Technically, I'm talking to all three of us, but it's mostly directed towards Glory. And Thea goes, I don't know how else to tell you that I'm grieving too. I just thought if I stayed, it would be the same.
You know, Glory. The thing that made us a family wasn't a big old tree. Uh, that place kind of stank. Um, it wasn't.
I'm sorry.
It
Stank
wasn't.
after all of my cleaning.
It wasn't mom making us read books all night. it was, I don't know, it's they helping me figure out that stabbing people is not a proper greeting. Who knew? It's you teaching me that books can be used for firewood, but that is not their primary purpose. Most you kids out there, we're like the only adults proper they know. But we just I think we're out of practice of being a family. But it's not just the three of us. We got more people, and that's good. I know it's not an even number, and that upsets you, but I will figure out how to have a kid with Paramore, and it'll be fine.
That would defeat the purpose.
Hmm?
How the coven part works. That would be. Are you sure you read those books?
No,
Lovingly. Hmm.
I'll admit that my research in the beginning was a sort of obsession with how final Mother's death felt. But there's definitely something sinister going on, and I'm not, perhaps my opinions of your paramour were unjustified, but I still think she must know more than she's letting on.
oh, absolutely. I can tell in the way she doesn't blink. She always doesn't blink, but like it's like different. But it's not like the time she brought the other person and said they could help. I think that's a start. I'm sure she's just nervous with the whole you calling her a thing to like tell us.
Well, so
No, I get it. I'm just saying. I think baby
but
steps.
she's not a person, is she?
She exists differently, like how technically we do. I think it I think it defeats this purpose of generalized progression when you call her a thing and not a person.
Okay, but she's more than different.
She's much more than different, but I still think the way that you speak to her is a little bit God, this thing died out years ago. Homophobic.
Homophobic.
Yeah, it was a very brief part in history, but it was so annoying. You know, they were like, "Man shall not lie with man," and it was just a mistranslation. But
Hmm.
it pushed those fuckers back for years.
I use being. I think being is like
Yeah,
I'll be
I
honest,
think
she doesn't really get words, but being seems to be the proper. We should figure
yeah,
those kids went into the acid rain. Should we go look for them?
right.
Yeah.
I I am only uh I'm particularly obsessed with classification. I did mean it to be mean at first, but she's a volcano,
Yeah.
which is not a person,
No,
which
you're
is
right.
fine. And I shouldn't have been homophobic about it.
Homophobic, the hatred of volcanoes.
Yeah.
Makes
Uh,
sense. They both start. No, no, they don't.
and and
I
as you all
apologize to Bellum and give her a big hug before we
We group hug
go on.
before,
Yeah, we
as you've
group
Yeah,
seen,
hug.
swipe.
I I give you both them like the top of the head kisses. You know, the good ones,
um
premium head
and
smooches.
as you all embrace, um you don't notice this, but on the ceiling of this like hastily structured edifice, uh a pair of green eyes blink into existence. Uh, and slowly, um, they turn yellow. Uh, and the jewels on the ground at your feet begin to change color as well, from a yellow to a bright red. And the eyes shut. And we move into the acid rain, where Howl, you have gone looking for shelter.
I might just be huddled around the far side of the tinier hut, but in my mishmash of stolen clothing from my family members, I just have it all like bunched over my head, like to make a little canopy for myself, and am hugging the seed bag that mother gave me just to protect it from the acid rain as I just huddle in a tiny ball against the wall of the structure.
Yeah, you sort of like
I am
enter
crying.
you sort of like enter into a moment, like as you hear this Paolo like shouting, like I think you would hear yeah, I think you would hear she could have chose me at any before stops, and you enter her hut that she constructed for her, crying and ball up on the floor in the corner.
I definitely slink in. It's a slink, which I don't know if I would be seen right away.
Um, you are noticed before you enter the hut.
Okay.
uh, and like Paramore seems like locked in position that she was like in conversation with uh her old friend Paolo, uh, and you sort of like see that Paolo is looking directly at you as you slink in, crying, into our hut. Hello?
What are you talking about? Can I be in here?
um, she sort of just like back against the wall. Yeah, fate is a cruel son of a bitch. I can't stop you from being in here. My name's Paolo. What is your name?
Oh, Howl.
Hi, Howl. Why are you crying, Howl?
Because they keep saying that mother is a liar, but that can't be because I couldn't talk or say hello or count. I can still hardly count, and mom taught me all of that. She taught me magic and she taught me swords and she taught me everything. And if mom's a liar, how much of that can I trust?
She appraises you. Like for a long second, she almost looks as still as uh, Bellum's paramour. And in this moment, you do believe Althea in that She is just about as old as your eldest sister. Uh, and she says, "You have not taken your journey phase yet, have you? It is not supposed to be
I was
easy.
supposed to.
You're doing it. Keep doing it." And she will like reach into her pack, her bag, and pull out a mostly clean handkerchief. Um, Walk over and hand it to you. Do you take it?
I'll I'll take it, and as I raise it to my face, I'm just kind of cautiously being like, "Did you know mother?" I blow my nose really really ugly aggressively.
Um, like a flash of recognition, um, aggression, sour feelings like flash over her eyes for a second before she puts on a mask, uh, and says, "She did not allow me to know her." "Come in. You are lurking."
Sorry.
"Hi,
You have to
I am
lurk better than
Paolo.
that, Fester.
I'm not exactly inconspicuous.
My name is Paolo. Welcome to my hut, I suppose."
I wasn't intending to stay. I just wanted to make sure my sister was all right.
Um, she like makes a motion and is a little like upset at like, "I left the hut to get away from family drama, and now family drama has come to the new hut."
Go make another
Uh,
one.
so she's going to go into the corner, like very close to Bellum's paramour, and just like cover her eyes for a second and let you two do what you need to do.
You shouldn't go into strangers' huts. It's dangerous.
But Bellum's paramour introduced us.
I suppose we barely know them, though.
How are we supposed to get to know them better if we don't?
I don't have an argument, to be honest. You're right. Are you okay?
No. I'm gonna blow my nose again. Anita, I have a question for you.
I have an
Can
answer.
I, being that I have was raised by wolves and have been trying to hunt down any scents or trails connected to Mother's killers for this time, is there anything that I notice about this handkerchief and any trace anything upon it, or is that a big no? Just to
Make a
check.
hard princess roll.
Oh boy. Would I get a hunter dice?
Yes, you would.
Thank goodness, because I do not have a good princess. A 5 and a 1.
One success is simply not going to give you a lot of useful information. Like, um,
My
there's,
nose is all stuffed up. It's a mess.
yeah, there is like dust, like dirt, um, This person looks like they are a well-worn traveler, that they like go a lot of places. Um, but any specific place you haven't seen that much of the world.
Okay. Thank you.
Um, and
Um,
um, as
I think
as you are
go
like
ahead.
looking for like where did this person come from, almost like immediately Paramore sort of like shifts from like the pose that she hadn't moved from since you'd entered the building to like face you and say, we came from the top of the world. This is where the second thief is, and possibly more answers. I came to tell you, then your sister called
Yes.
me an it.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. She can be really logical and straightforward
I don't
and
think it was very logical.
rude.
I am not an it. I am a she.
She. Do you have a name?
Pow.
Eh,
I do not.
Oh.
so it's just Bellum's Paramore then. Is that right?
I didn't have a
We
name
can
either
decide
for a
what we
long
are to
time.
each
That's
other.
okay.
We can decide
Well,
what we are to each other, and you can
I've
address me accordingly. I had hoped I could be your sister in law. It seems that is not going to happen anytime soon.
we're a bit preoccupied, to be honest. But
I am
I've
Don't
not an
seen.
worry.
it.
I know that.
It makes me angry when I am called an it.
I would understand. We'll talk to her. We'll talk to. We'll talk to Glory. I've seen you.
She like cracks her face and like gives a smile. Like not a teeth smile, a genuine like that is good news.
I'm not. I mean, we're not like the others. We don't really know um a lot about the world, but I've seen you with Bellum occasionally, and over the last few years, I can tell that whatever it is you have is genuine. So even though I don't really understand you, I do. I would welcome you. I don't think I have the authority to do that, but you're okay with me.
I like you. I just am confused about the having someone in the. I don't get that part, but I
I
think
don't
I
really
like
understand
you.
because it's a lot like joining like a coven, except it's like from a very kissy kind of way. That's why they keep doing the thing. It's not like a sister kind of way. It's like it's different.
Does the kissing? Is there magic?
It, I
Um,
feel like it's a question for someone who isn't me.
yeah, you feel you feel the earth shudder a little bit as you as you see Paolo is like hands over face, like facing the wall, shaking.
Are
Um, you
you
can tell
okay?
that something is wrong with her. You can tell that she's a powerful witch. You can tell that she is affecting the earth and making it move. And you know that that is dangerous. That, like, that type of magic, especially, can wake and get Mater Earth's attention towards you.
Do you want us to leave? We can leave.
Fester, what
Yes.
do you do?
I don't know. Uh so do you need there's something that my sister taught me to calm myself down whenever I feel like I'm going to explode. Do you want to try that, Paolo?
She stops, turns, um, and quiets herself, calms herself, regains control. Um, I am fine, she says in a very familiar way. Um, if
Yeah,
you
see,
all are searching for, if you all are searching to kill the person that uh, did this to me, uh, she gestures to her midsection. Um, I think friend can make well, call I don't think she would call Paramore friend. I think she would call Paramore like um I think she would call Paramore comrade. I think comrade would be able and willing to take you.
okay. Are you gonna be okay by yourself?
Aren't I always?
No, I don't. I don't know you, like at all.
I didn't catch your name.
Vesta.
Paolo. Good luck.
Thank you. Hal, I think we should go.
I hope you succeed.
Are
I
they
don't
gonna?
want magic to end.
Yes, me too. I hope you figure out whatever it is between you and Thea. Okay, bye. I'm going to grab Hal and dive back out
What's
into
between
the
her
rain.
and
Whoop, shh.
Can you please just walk face first into meeting? Because we were on our way to you.
You walk
Mia?
outside
Probably.
and immediately are met with your three elder siblings. And with that, um, I think we are going to
I'm
call
gonna say
it
one more thing.
for the night after one more thing.
I'm just
Oh,
probably heard
wait.
that. I'm just gonna sigh and go. I made her immortal. Now we can end.
Where's your paper? Austin, where's your paper?
We waited all fucking night to say that.
Ha. And with that, oh gosh, hey everybody, we made it. We are a little bit, yeah, we're over time. So quickly, cast outro and self outro. We're going to like go in the order that we went at first. I'm pretty sure that starts with Mod. What are you like? One thing that you're doing, uh, like, or where people can find one thing that you're doing, one where people can find you, and introduce yourself. Go for it.
Hi, Maud again. I use they them pronouns. I am known most places as Dainty Funk or the Dainty Funk if the name was not available or a username. I have my video essay, I'm a Monster and So Are You, that is out now on youtube.com on my channel Dainty Funk, where I explore monstrosity and all the things it's good for. And I'm currently working on more video essays that will come out when I'm ready. So just keep following me to find out. They will be one day. I promise. That's me.
Beautiful. Next up was probably Jazz. Jazz.
Mm-hmm. What up? My name's Jazz, also known as Cinder Scoria on Twitter. That's usually where you can find me hanging out. You can also find me here at Girls Run These Worlds on Mondays for the Arcane Core Seekers, and you can also find me here on Thursdays for the last Invincible Sword Coven next week. And you can also find me on Zeal's Daddy's channel on Tuesdays for Miss of Elixia Season 3, our D&D campaign. That's it for me.
Next up, Aki. Take it away.
Hello, I'm Aki. You can find me all over Twitter at Akinomi_art, where I do too many things. And please follow at Unwavering Force on Twitter. It is an up and coming Star Wars podcast. It's gonna be with All by Podcast. I'm in it. I play a garbage man.
We love garbage men. Um, oh God, I didn't. That sentence
Do
sounded
we?
different. Um,
Yes, yes,
Austin,
no,
take it
yes.
away.
Hey, what's up? My name is Austin. My pronouns are he, they, she. I just got done playing Bellum, whose pronouns are she, they. You can find me on uh, Twitter, Hive, and TikTok at Sales Cados, that's at Seller SCT Austin. If you want to know what I'm up to, that's the best place to find out. Actually, I will not list anything for you. Go go out and find it for yourself. The adventure. I am a quest giver tonight. Hello, your quest is given. Good luck. I believe in you.
Beautiful. And Allison, wrap us up.
Yeah, I'm Allison Mulder. You can find me on Twitter at amulderwrites or my website, allisonmulder.wordpress.com, where you can find some short stories that I have gotten published in fantasy, science fiction, and horror. I play Howl. Both our pronouns are she, her. I think that's it.
Period.
Thanks for coming.
And my name is Anita. I use she, her pronouns. I have been your not so humble game master for this session. You can find me at Anita the Lesbian on Twitter and TikTok. And you can also find me on the YouTube. Follow Girls Run These Worlds YouTube channel. Please, please do that. Yeah, we're about to release the last episode of Claws of Cosvena, the last episodes of Claws of Cosvena, a D&D podcast, a D&D live stream that I was in until we switched to VOD for the last 3 episodes. It's gonna come out very, very soon. Be on the lookout for that. Follow Girls Run These Worlds. Also follow Fizka D&D on the YouTube. I just finished wrapping up also a fun little campaign where I played a Tabaxi monk housewife named Karen. She didn't die, which was really, really nice. So that is that. I'm gonna do 1 or 2 channel announcements and ask you once again to subscribe, follow, and visit our Ko-fi if you really like what we do. If you want to support us and our livelihood in making the stories and helping us like continue to make them. Invest in Girls Run These Worlds. Life is better when girls run the worlds. So just keep on letting us do that for you. Um, so we can continue giving you super cool stuff. Um, Upcoming casting call. Um, so from Thursday to Monday, check Twitter for current openings. We are until Monday. So right now until Monday, we are casting for a Dragon Age, the End of Love sort of mini series. With the lovely DM Baba Yaga, who has gifted all of our players a little extra something something for this this little campaign. We love Baba Yaga here at Girls Run These Worlds. Please go reach out to them, check them out. If you want to play with them, if you want to get the chance, the opportunity to play with them, go ahead and subscribe. No, go ahead and like apply to the casting call, which you can find on the Girls Run These Worlds Twitter. That has been me. Uh, that has been us. We have plucked on heartstrings. We've laughed. We've cried. And now we're going to a very gay channel name that I love to see stick around to raid. Uh, the Twitch channel Total Party Kiss. Total Party Kiss. We love to see it. It might happen. Uh, Go on and see what that's all about. Uh, that has been me. That has been my inimitable, incredible, awesome, amazing cast, which I love very dearly. We will see y'all next time. Um, Peace, homies. For the finale of Invincible Sword Coven next Thursday. Come back through. Yeah. I'll see y'all next time. Ooh.